missing you. I'm doing great.
You know, I've got a soft spot part of my heart for combat veterans. You and Joni Ernst and Tom
Mm,
Cotton. I just do. And
mm.
so I say this with some reluctance. Senator Kelly, I mean, not Senator Kelly, Mark Kelly, Commander Kelly, Captain Kelly is a good man. He served the United States. I appreciate his service. I am deeply disturbed by these stories about his ties to the Chinese Communist Party. I don't know if you want to comment on them, but it is very deeply disturbing to me.
Oh, absolutely. Well, a new one came out this week that he while he was still working for NASA, he went over on an all expense paid junket to China, 2003, 2004, and again in 2005 to these plush resorts, and he called it. No kidding, like the highlight of his life, second to being in space, which it sounds very odd to me. And then when he went into space later, he actually took the flag from this forum. These were efforts by the Chinese communist government to be able to, reach out and build relationships with the elites in America. And he fell right into it and then used those relationships when he got out of, government service to turn himself very quickly into a multimillionaire. Now, nothing against making money, but I just really question his judgment here. He has multiple business ventures. One where he went over and personally wooed the company Tencent, which is very close ties to the Chinese government, to invest in a company he was co-founding, making sure that he had the resources coming from his buddies in China. And then another one where he was over there, peddling a pyramid scheme of vitamins, riding a motorcycle with a Chinese flag on it when he got on stage. Like, what is the matter with that? I only fly the American flag. So China is the biggest geopolitical threat in our generation going forward. I'm standing up to China. I'm holding them accountable for the coronavirus. I'm being threatened by China, and he has multiple financial entanglements with China. No way is this going to allow him to be strong on China. This should be decisive in our race.
Senator McSally, it should be. I am the CEO and general counsel of the Nixon Foundation, as well as running this radio show and working for NBC. I warn everyone who works for me, look, we have to be very, very, very vigilant against the
Yeah.
CCP. We have to talk to our board members, many of whom are great Chinese American citizens. We have to talk to our non Chinese American board members. We have to talk to our staff. The CCP is relentless when it comes to infiltration and compromise. Do
Yes.
the people of Arizona understand this?
I think they've been awakened to it because of the coronavirus. China unleashed this virus on our country, responsible for all these deaths and loss of livelihood. So I think it's people are now awakened about it. And then they're saying, why are we relying on China for things like our PPE, for critical minerals, for things that we need, for our pharmaceuticals, for our loved ones in the hospital. So this is something we have got to do. We've got the window is closing. China has been on the march to replace us and dominate the world in their vision. They've been doing it in plain sight. They've because of policies like Joe Biden and others. You remember, I worked for Senator Kyle back when I was a major, and I remember in my time there, it was about the time of the most favored nation status vote and allowing them into the World Trade Organization. We Americans allowed this to start happening, and we've got to stop it. The bottom line,
Senator, tell us what your
yeah.
website is because people want to help you. And you are being flooded with blue money from across the country. And I actually think Mark Kelly is DQ'd, but they're not going to give up. They're going to try and spend you
No.
into oblivion. What's your website?
It's McSallyforSenate.com. And you're absolutely right. We're dead heat right now. We're ground zero. This will be decisive for the Senate majority. Chuck Schumer wants power so bad. He thinks it goes through Arizona, and Chuck Schumer's going to pry that Senate majority out of my cold, dead hands. But I need wingmen to help us out because you're absolutely right. They're flooding so many resources here, trying to take over this seat and our country, and we got to stop it. McSallyforSenate.com.
McSallyforSenate.com. McSallyforSenate.com. A quick last question. It is radical to propose packing the Supreme Court or expanding the Supreme
Yeah.
Court. It's radical. It will destabilize the Republic. Has Mark Kelly condemned that idea?
Well, he first wouldn't answer, and then he hum and hawed, and then he had somebody say, "Well, no, he's not for that." But you know what? He he had an interview yesterday, and he still has not taken a position on abolishing the filibuster. Of course, because Chuck Schumer knows this is what they need to do to push through their radical agenda, to include packing the Supreme Court. So, I mean, look, guys, this guy's a Trojan horse. He's trying to pretend he's independent. In reality, he is the last vote for Chuck Schumer to push through their radical ideas like packing the Supreme Court. If you want to save the country, we got to hold the Senate. I need everybody's help. McSallyforsenate.com.
Do you expect to vote for Judge Barrett to join the Supreme Court?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we're doing our constitutional duty. What an amazing woman, by the way. I mean, I look forward to meeting with her, but just, on all accounts, a woman who is brilliant, top of her class, top of her field, and historically, the first woman with school-age kids on the Supreme Court after she's confirmed. The left and feminists and everybody should be celebrating this woman and just the way she's been able to balance things in her life and do it with grace and kindness.
And the Chuck Schumer, Mark Kelly gang wants to stop her. Chuck Schumer and Mark Kelly want to stop Amy Coney Barrett. I do not understand it. Senator Martha McSally always gives me a lift. Thanks for your years of service to this country. McSallyforsenate.com, America. McSallyforsenate.com for more information.